We
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
It's time for this real taller hobby, going live on a televised with orange blue skies. We on that Friday night, the Knicks with our Knicks constituents, lift the ultra trip. That's that Knick orange and blue. I thought you knew it's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. We stand on business. This real talk brand, you know we in this. We in the streets of Manhattan, keeping the action, keeping the people reacting, leading up to Knicks and he's getting it cracked. Cause it's game time. We in the world most famous. We see the Knicks lock your team up. I be serving just like a subpoena. You know the Knicks fan. We feeling real giddy and litty. The New York City gritty committed to beat the city by 50. We're about to get me a nice cipher with a smart quarter on ice. For a few bucks in the quarter to pay the order with my smart to the right. We got them getting it popping in the Apple Watch. Let the home, let the party stopping on the Apple Watch. It's Knicks Real Talk. The team streaming on YouTube.com. We got two dudes doing good moves spot on, dropping the bomb. When the cop got a spot and dropping some of the hottest Knick content that's up in your head. Enough said, you know, upstairs leaving the guard after they done got their bag. Go like a cab and fly back to the triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute. We back in the building for another one. We're going to get it popping tonight, man. The Knicks summer recap. We're going to recap everything that went on this summer with the Knicks this off season, man. And we're going to talk about everything, get into all that, what's happened the last couple of days and all that. But first and foremost, we bring my brother in. I got to talk to him from a distance because I got a mask on because my brother got COVID, so I had to put a mask on. I had to put a mask on because Shaw got COVID, but he feeling better. He gonna tell you what's going on with him. Salute to my brother Shaw Powell. What's popping, my man?
Peace, Divine. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Yeah, I got C19 and shit. I'm a little better though. I had it since like Monday. Well, I'm glad to be back on the board and stuff. I'm feeling better. I mean, I'm back to my 3 push-ups a day and stuff like that. So I'm pretty good. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it. Let's talk about it tonight. Let's get it.
Yeah, I know y'all think I was, but like, how the hell you gonna catch COVID through the online or the internet? So that's why the joke came in right there. But salute to everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming in tonight. What's poppin', Louisiana Knicks? Coach was good, my man. Darren was good. To everybody out there, just one of them Friday nights, man. I know everybody out and about doing the things they doing, but we just want to get in here a little bit tonight to keep everybody in tune with what we getting down with, man. We just want to talk about just the whole, summer season and everything like that, man. Some good things to talk about and all that good stuff. To my man Danny. Danny, what's poppin'? My man, salute to you. But yeah, Shaw Powell, man, it's quiet right now. We had a couple of things popping off the last couple of days. Obviously, Pressure Chew and them guys and Okiki and all that. We'll get into that in a few. But Knicks got a Julius Randle stitcher eligible tomorrow. We talk about all that stuff and everything like that. But other than that, man, I'm glad to be back in here with you, man. I'm glad you're feeling good, you're feeling better, you're healthy, and all that good stuff, man. So that's definitely on the one right there. But yeah, man, it's been like, crazy season, Shaw Powell. Crazy all season after we bailed out of the second round. We started making moves here and there. We got a lot of stitches that went on, trades went on, free agency went on, summer league, and rookie draft signings and everything. So we were pretty busy this year, man. For the summer. And now, so we're gonna recap all that, man. But what was your thoughts so far for the summer and what you think the Knicks, how they did this summer?
The Knicks move in silence, man. They do things when you don't see it happening, and I'm happy to see what they're doing, man. They're formalizing the team. You know what I mean? They're getting a team. They're getting a starter unit with a backup second unit with a backup third unit. You know what I mean? And they're really trying to push for this playoff. They push for the playoffs this year. Knock on wood, they staying healthy is a key for them this year. And that the Knicks, that's Leon Rose, like I said, we always give him big praises and all the salutes that he needs to get because he's still making moves to try to make the team to be better. You know what I mean? And I can't wait to see what evolves from what he puts together and gives to Tom Thibodeau and how he works his magic to try to make us go back to the playoffs this year.
Yeah, real talk. We'll follow up on that conversation we had right there. Let's go ahead and knock it out the way.
Hold on, let's not forget, everybody. We gotta give salute. We gotta give salute since we talk about masks. We gotta look at the face on Devon over here. Devon got a little a mask after he took that mask off. He got a little mask on after that too. You know what I mean? Looking a little shrubby around them lips and cheeks over there and stuff.
Yeah, I'm embracing my OG-ness, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm gonna keep it moving and everything like that, man. But I'm enjoying it, man. It's fun having it on, man. Different look, new season, new vibe. You know how I go. But yeah, listen, man. Let's talk about this because Danny asked about. We're gonna get lead off the show with that, man. Obviously, my man, the New York Knicks, ladies and gentlemen, added.
I'm good, Danny. Thank you.
Yeah, they added Okiki to the team, man. Obviously, got drafted with the Orlando Magic down back in I think he came to the league. Let me get it right. I want to misinterpret that. It's right up there, but been league about 2019. From Auburn. The kid, pretty good defender. I don't know too much about his offense game, but he had a pretty good game in the Garden one game last year. He had 16, 19 points, something. But anyway, 25 years old, 6'7", 229. Played in 47 games for Orlando last season. 2.3 points, 1 rebound. He pretty much exhibit 10. Going to be a training camp thing for him. But like I said, that to me that's fine too, because you get a training camp, you might find a way to make yourself want to be on this roster or beat somebody out to be on a roster. So, but it's an exhibit 10 deal, which is expected because they got to start kind of rounding out what's going to go in the training camp, how many people they're going to sign and all that thing. But Cat got some defense with him. Pretty decent player. His offense, his 3-point shot is not that good. But let's see how it goes, man. So that's what they signed him, Danny. So that's pretty much who he is. But like I said, Cat can defend the ball though. I'll give him that. Tid's gonna love him for that, and you know what? And that's only gonna make our guys in the training camp even better. It's good. I'm glad that Tibbs is bringing in defensive-minded guys into training camp, so you can put them defensive-minded guys on our guys, bring out their best offense in them guys. You know what I mean? So you don't want to bring them in there with a bunch of guys who can score and they say, "Well, I'm just busting them anyway." So a guy like that, I'm glad to see coming here for the reason that he's a defense-minded guy. So when he got to go up against our guys in a training camp, it won't be too much of they just So I'm good to see that, man. But other than that, Shot Powers, he a decent guy. I don't know if he's gonna stick, but you never know what happens in the NBA. You know what I mean? You get in there, you show and prove. You might kick somebody up out of there. You never know.
Yeah, good signing. You know what I mean? Get him in here, get him some training camp. The guy, big wing guy, 6'7", still young. Fits the mantra of what the Knicks are trying to do. Defense first. Not a great 3-point shot, but he can shoot it. He lit it. He got a pretty good. I forgot what his percentage was, but he's all right with 3. But the defense is there, and he got long arms. I think if I'm not mistaken, he's 6'7" with a 7-foot wingspan or something like that. Some wild stuff like that or something like that. So another guy that could play some defense. Kind of remind me of the guy that we traded out of here that came from Atlanta, Cam Reddish. Yeah, Cam Reddish. Kind of got a style like Cam Reddish-ish style, slasher, can shoot the open 3, pressure shots, like to drive to the basket, always cutting around the basketball and stuff like that. So, see what happens. The Knicks right now are pretty much, locked in right now, and there's something to see, what happens, and salute to him. If I'm not mistaken, we have probably, I think we're at 14 or 15 men on the roster now, and I think we only have one player in the two-way deal. Now, Kiki cannot become a G League player, I don't believe. I think he's a little older for the G League or something that they were saying. That I don't think he could go into the G League I'm not sure. I don't want to say something wrong, but I think I seen somewhere that he's not eligible to go into the G League because he's 26 years old or 25 or something like that. I think he's a little right. I think his age is a little over what they allow for him to. So get some, you know, he's going to get about, you know, with the Exhibit 10 deal, he'll get 30, 50, 70, and I don't think it's going to be 70. I think it's probably 30 to 50, 40, 50,000, $60,000 for a 10-day shot, you know, at trying to make the roster or whatever. Hey, you know what I mean, get a little bread where you can, you know what I mean? And Knicks do that a lot, man, you know what I mean? And if they can't get him somewhere and he can't fit in somewhere, you know, he'll probably find a home somewhere else. But you know, he's not a bad guy to get, you know what I mean, to put some defense on some of these plays and see where we're gonna who we're gonna move and who's gonna be up here, who's gonna be on these two-way deals. So that's a big thing to look out for.
Yeah, right, absolutely. You know, moving on to the next man. Obviously, the Knicks brought back our man, one of our guys who was representing last year, 1 year, $6 million. Pressure Achiuwa back in the building with a shot powers. You know, good signing. I don't think it solves our center spot, but good signing. Pressure Achiuwa meant a lot. Played for started 40 some games for the Knicks last year, and played 40 some games, something of that nature. But had an impact on the Knicks last year, especially with all the injuries that came upon us with Randall and Anunoby and Robinson, you name it. So he really got a chance to go in there and help us maintain until we got to the playoffs. And you know, he had an all right playoffs. It wasn't great, but it was all right. But I think that was a good sign by him. $6 million 1 year. The Knicks kept their cap flexibility for next year. You know, and so he got a chance to go out there and show and prove himself. He got to go out there and say, you know what, next year somebody gonna have to get. I'm gonna be able to make more because I'm gonna show and prove. So you got one thing I do like about the sign and shop out. You got a hungry brother coming back because he gonna want to stay in the NBA. You know what I mean? So he's gonna want to get a bag, obviously, because he's gonna want to say, you know, if I show and prove this year, that $1 million for 6 years might turn out to be $3 million. I mean, 3 years.
87 million over 3 years. Over.
Right. Some of that nature. So he got to show and prove. He got to really he got a really good show and prove year for himself. Because that's why I do think he's gonna have a pretty good year. I see him in the offseason working out as well, working on the game. But I think I know he knowing that after this year he don't have a contract. So you know he's gonna have to go out there and you know bring it to get in that free agency and get that money with the TV deal coming up and all that stuff. So it was a good move by the Knicks. You know, and I'm pretty excited with it. And it's come to, you know, camaraderie. He's familiar with what we get down. Now he's coming in with a full season, not a half of a season. So I think he'd be able to go out there and really, really pay dividends. But my thing is, I see him right now at the backup four. You know what I mean? And with Robinson and Jericho Sims right now, I think he probably command the backup four. Let's Mitchell Robinson go down. What's your thoughts on bringing him back? How do you feel about the move?
You know, someone that knows your name. He's one of those guys. We know what he can do. We know what he can do with the Knicks. The Knicks know what he can do with the team, and a pretty good signing. And you know, like I said, the Knicks are very smart, man. They like I haven't seen a front office operate like this for the Knicks. I don't even remember in my times to really think about how the front office has really paid attention to what they're doing because they signed this guy. I thought he was going to get traded after August. I had a whole thing that I thought that, you know, they was going to trade to go get this guy that I liked. I mean, I ain't going to say I liked him. I think he would have fit pretty good on the Knicks. We're looking for a center and stuff like that. And I thought he was going to be part of that trade. But he still can be. And I mean, they signed him to $6 million. And, you know, he can come off the books right around the trade deadline. You know what I mean? So if he's playing up to par and all that stuff, we'll see him the rest of the year. If he's playing under par and not getting too much burn, he'll be something that the Knicks can move. And we don't have too many pieces that we can move to make a trade. You know what I mean? Especially from our starting 9-10 man rotation. Now we got a set 10-man rotation pretty much. And I mean, with guys that are all on contracts for a couple of years, you know what I mean? So we don't really something that just in case we do need to, make a move or something like that, that $6 million will come in handy. I mean, so, and I think that he's going to be hungry. He's from New York, you know what I mean? Via Africa, but he's from the Bronx. I think it was the Bronx. I think Bronx, the Bronx. He's from the Bronx. I mean, so, he want to come in here, and him coming over here, he already said he's from New York. His family get to come see him at the game. So, he really going to try to rev it up this year and really try to get solidified here in New York and try to get a contract. So, I think it was in the cards. Either he was going to be here if we couldn't find nobody when some center that the Knicks were allegedly looking for, a big name, a veteran type guy with a bigger contract for a center position. And either he was going to be implemented into that trade, or now he's here on the team. So this is his time to shine. You know what I mean? This is one of the years that he's going to have to really break out. Young guy, like you said, Devontae's out there working hard, out there on the court, shooting some 3-point shots, which I think that he can probably get, like I said, from him last year. I think over this summer he can get better with his 3-point shot and stuff like that, and will probably more than likely be that backup 4, quasi 5, and that second unit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, real talk. You know what interested me with it too? He was in the playoff mix. I mean, I was wondering as it kept going longer and longer, Shot Powers. I was like, the Knicks don't sign this dude, or are they going to do a sign and trade? And me and Shot Powers will talk about this in the background. And I just want to bring this up real quick. I don't want to get up to something. I go right back. But Danny, we were talking about that Valanciunas thing. Man, listen. So just to let you know, we were saying great mind think alike, Danny. We think about the Valanciunas thing too. That would be nice anyway. So but get back to person 2. I think he's gonna command that 4 spot, or 5, especially if you throw Josh Hart at the 4. Because I do see that I can envision, even if they throw Achua at the backup 5 in the second unit, Josh Hart, Deuce McBride, DiVincenzo, and Cameron Payne. I think that's what I think that I could see that lineup being pretty potent. Cameron Payne can shoot the 3, Deuce McBride can shoot the 3, Shinzo can shoot the 3, and then you got Josh Hart. He's not a shooter, but he can shoot. I heard him been working on the 3-point shot this year a lot too, this offseason. And Achua, you know what I mean? So you got some. First of all, you got a pretty rugged ass defense. Because all 5 of them dudes could play defense. Every one of them. All of them. I mean, Cameron Payne
and
can play.
And they can run.
And they can run. So he definitely going to be an important cog in the wheel for the Knicks this year. And I do think that he just got to go out there and do what he did last year. And I think he's going to be better. Like I said, sometimes when you come to a team halfway through the season, you don't get comfortable until then at the end of the season. You know what I mean? You got to learn all the plays. You got to learn how everybody moving. So, you kind of play it off of just instincts. You know what I mean? You're just trying to get in where you fit in. But I think him having that whole half a year the past season to kind of know what the Knicks do. So when he go into training, he coming into the Knicks this year with a whole training camp. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to pay dividends for him. And I think it's going to pay dividends for Anunoby too, because these guys coming in fresh, right out the gate, not halfway through, changing systems and all that, like I said. So I think Press 2 are going to play a really important role for the Knicks, no matter whether it's the power forward or center and that backup unit. Man, that's a deep team. I mean, that's a pretty deep team with him there. So I see why the Knicks did it, Shot Powers. I can understand why they did it, because he played the type of game, defense, block shots here and there, could rebound the ball, could score inside, got a little bit of jump shot out there when he can hit it. So good move by the Knicks overall. I'm excited about bringing him back, but I don't think that solves our center problem. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm good with Mitchell Robinson for now and Jericho Sims. I mean, what other choice do you have? If you look at the red rosters constructed right now, I think that's who we rolling with. We roll with them guys and we take it from there. But I'm excited about it though. I think it was a good sign that we take it from there, man. So salute to President Chua coming to the Knicks, back to the Knicks. You know what I mean? And let's see what you're gonna do for us, man, and make it happen for us. We need it. What's your thought on Julius Randle, Shot Power tomorrow? Julius, of course, tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know if they sign it. They don't. They do. It's gonna be interesting. I think Jalen Brunson took that less money for maybe him and what's his name, Mikal Bridges. Because Mikal is due up in October. Not saying they're gonna do it, but I think they will. I think he said he will take a little less. So Julius Randle already been there, done that. What's your thoughts on Julius Randle taking? Do you think Knicks will extend him tomorrow, or you think they're gonna wait till the end of the year, or do you think that he'll take less money? What's your feeling right now? What you feel about Julius Randle in his extension situation?
I'll say this. I don't know what the Knicks are going to do, man. These Knicks have been messing me up all year. I don't know what they're going to do sometimes. Sometimes you put something out there and they don't do it, and next thing you know, when you stop talking about it, then they do it. I think that this is going to be a big Julius Randle year, and he's still, I think, in $29-30 million this year. And I think when it comes around, I think he will take a little layback from the big contract. I mean, and I say some of these things because yes, he is probably could be, if he come out and be that all-star, all NBA type of guy and all that other stuff, yeah, he could probably get close to that 300 million mark already. But if he gets a 180 something million contract, he already has, I think his contract so far was 125 million, excuse me, 125 million, and then you add another 180 million on it. His first year that he got here, he got 25-26 million for those years that he was here. So, over the last, the next this contract plus the last contract could be close to $300 million, being 200 and something million dollars being with the Knicks already. You know what I mean? And he's already got his endorsements and all these other things, not taking any away about what he should get or get paid or stuff like that. You know what I mean? But, Jalen Brunson has done something to the Knicks, that may make may make Julius think about team. You know what I mean? And if he does sign a contract for 180 something million dollars, it won't damage the team that much, because by next year the expected cap space is going to be 200 and something million dollars or something like that. It's going to be phenomenal. All these agencies are trying to get into the NBA, you know what I mean? And TNT is not in there right now. They're still trying to get their feet wet back into the thing. Then you got the Amazons, then you got the Primes, and then you got all these other channels that want to get part of that money. And excuse me, with them getting that part of that money, and I mean that means that the players are going to get more of that money, so they'll fit his money, they'll work it out, and he'll work it out to where he'll be okay. You know what I mean? And right now, Julius Randle, if I'm not mistaken, he even said that he's not worried about the contract this year. I mean, he's coming off an injury. He was in one of those highlight films that they had him working out, drenching in sweat, trying to prepare for this year, looking chiseled like a G.I. Joe doll, like salute to KJ, how KJ said it about that G.I. Joe doll style chiselment. And I'm not, I don't know what the Knicks are gonna do. I don't know how Julius Randle feels about it. Is he worth 300 something million dollars? I don't know. You know what I mean? If he comes out this year and he gives us like the first 3 years, he only had 2 bad years with us. You know what I mean? And injury wise. The last 2 years with the foot injury, then another foot injury, and then this year separating his shoulder, stuff like that. So he's usually pretty durable. He's usually always on the court. So if we could get Julius Randle on the court for 70 games this year plus the playoffs, that's a win right there. And if he can perform in the playoffs as how I think he's going to perform in the season, it's going to make it terrible for teams to try to defend him. Now, what money he's going to look for, I have no idea. The Knicks, I have no idea. The Knicks be so tricky. Like, they were already, at first they were talking about Jalen Brunson getting 200 and something million dollars, and he ends up signing for 300 and something million dollars, and now he signs for 156 million dollars, you know what I mean, which is a lot of money. You know what I mean? I think by the end of the contract, it's close to 40 something million dollars. And it is still a drop in how by the time he gets to that last year of his contract, will be pennies in the pond, pennies in a I can't remember, a wish the way you throw your pennies, so wishing well. So I'm just being hopeful and want him to see to come out here and really get busy. The guy's he's been advocating for New York. He's been doing all these things for New York, and I think he wants to be a New Yorker. So maybe he might take a little bit less money to get a ring.
Yeah. For me, my thoughts on it, I definitely, though they could wait the next year, and I get where you at with that, JW. There's no reason to rush, but if he don't sign this year, going into next year, knowing that he already took a pay cut for the Knicks one time already. Number one, he probably leaves some off the table to help the team out. Because I think I'm be eligible for about $45 million. If you did the whole 181, that's $45 million, and basically. Does knowing Anunoby took the 30-something million or whatever it's going to be moving forward, do Julius Randle take another pay cut? I don't think he had the problem with it, because plus he got the Sketcher endorsement right now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. All that money, all them commercials he got, he's over here ringing the bell at the freaking NASDAQ and the stock exchange. He's taking pictures at the Empire State Building. He got so much stuff going on in New York right now and all that stuff. He's set up in New York. He got places in New York. He come here and play well in the playoffs, and we acquire a championship. He will never have to pay for anything in New York ever again in his life. So, you know what I mean? Those perks in New York is totally different than those perks in Cleveland. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm not denigrating Cleveland, not like that. I'm just putting Cleveland as a more of a smaller city, you know, you're right, smaller market and stuff like that. Not like some of the smaller markets that he could go to. He could go anywhere in New York. Julius Randle, why here take $3,000 worth of food, Julius? You were the man.
Yep. For me, man, I look at it this way. You got him locked up this year for with that 1.3 likely incentive. If he reached whatever he able to reach, that's 1.3 million. That put him right around 29 million for the year. So how much is he willing to leave on the table? I don't think Julius Randle going to leave over no $10 million a year on the table. I don't think so. I just don't think so. I think he already did the Knicks a favor. He earned the right. He earned the right for the money. So I mean, like I said, Anunoby got 5 years, 212. So you asking Julius Randle to take what Jalen Brunson took, but you got to remember though. See, Jalen Brunson's going to get his on the back end. See, people, it ain't like he didn't leave money on the table. What he did, he did like Jason Tatum and all these guys. His next contract would be $300 million. So Jalen Brunson said, "I'm gonna leave that $100 million off the table now, but when my player option come, I just opt out, and Knicks give me my money."
Right.
By then, hopefully I'll be able to wield them to the championship, or at least a championship game or whatever. But for Julius Randle, I hope he come back, man. He's been an Iron Man for the city, man. He's really, really been doing things around here for the Knicks since he got here, man. Not too many guys gonna come and take the smoke in New York City. And this the Mecca right here. You know what I mean? This is where it all started at. So for him to come here and embrace this stuff, man, and go through all the peaks and valleys, all the love, hella right, whatever. You know what I mean? Just to go through the hell to come out right. He did it. You know what I mean? And I could see Julius Randle probably doing 165, 170.
Even if they stretch it out to 185, you know what I mean, by next year or something, like I said, the cap is going to skyrocket. So he'll be, if he gets 185, he'll be making about 65. I mean, he'll be making $46 million a year over the next 4 years or something like that. Yeah, fit that right in. That's only $30 million, so extra $16 million that you got to put in from your cap book and stuff. So I mean, and if the thing right now is what the second apron right now will probably be what the cap will be starting at next year, the first apron will be starting at or something like that. I forgot, I've seen it, but the money that they're projecting to get could easily substitute that money that we want to give them, that extra $16-17 million a year. I mean, to bring them to about 45. I think 185 is about $46 million or something like that a year. So that's, I'm not trying to get in nobody's pockets, but $45 million is $45 million. You know what I mean? Is he going to get that from somebody else? Mm-hmm. Is somebody else going to offer him 4 years at 200 million? You know what I mean? Is anybody else going to offer him that? I mean, it's not saying that no one won't, because Dallas, I believe if Dallas is not as hot, in the next year or something like that, maybe there'll be something in Dallas. You know what I mean? Maybe he might want to go back to Dallas. You know what I mean? They might can offer him $50 million or something like that. But you know, you know, the money for his contract is you know, something that they're gonna work out, and I think he'll go with 185 for 4 years. You know what I mean? He's 30 years old now. He'll finish out this year, then he'll be 31 with 5 more years. He'll be about 35, 36. You know what I mean? And he still can get another veterans minimum at that time. I think he's gonna end up. You know, I joked about it two seasons ago that Julius Randle will be someone like that we talk about, like Larry Johnson or something like that, you know, in the Knicks franchise forever. You know what I mean? And I think he's going to be one of those players that'll be and clutched in this New York Knicks montage for a long, long time.
Yeah, I think you know, like I said, we all on the outside looking in, so we only just projecting. But I do think the Knicks go ahead and give them that money, but you can't put a trade kicker in there. You can't put a no trade clause in there. I don't think they should do that. You know, because you know it's still a business. Julius Randle 4 years from now start tapering off. You're gonna want to be able to get something for him. You know what I mean? So I think you can give him all the money. You can give him all the money, but I wouldn't put no trade kicker in there. And no trade protection. You know, at the end of that contract, whether it's team or player option, they're probably going to do the player option thing because I don't think Julius Randle wouldn't take it. He don't have an option. So maybe he take a player option, but no trade clause. You know, I think he got that now, right? Don't he got that trade? Didn't he have that trade kicker on his contract?
The 15% kicker, something like that, to get traded. Right. Yeah.
So, yeah. Other than that, yeah, he deserves every penny he get from New York, man. And I'm gonna tell you, look at that. You know, we're gonna get into as we go into the next segment. And the reason why I think it's important to keep him, because if you look at the way this roster construction, that's it's nasty, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't think I'm not saying I don't know how many people be doing their homework and everything, but if you're looking at that, the way that team is presently constructed right now, let's go to the starting five. Jalen Brunson, if it's going to be Mikal Bridges, Anunoby, Randall, and Mitchell Robinson, that is deadly to me. I mean, I'm not saying that just I'm a Knick homer or I'm a Knick fan. That is I mean, you still got 1A and Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson. We know them, you'll go get it. But you also got the Mikal Bridges and Anunoby who just can fit right in, plug in right in there on that perimeter, and they both can go downhill. They both can, you know, I mean, it's just, and then you got Mitchell Robinson who don't demand the basketball. Let me say he don't demand it. So it's not like you got too many guys who need the ball. You got 4 dudes in there who literally can get you 20 points on any given night, and you got that boy sitting in the center position. I put that 5 up against anybody. So that's how important Julius Randle is to the Knicks to me. You know, it ain't too many cats in the league on that Eastern Conference to mess with Julius Randle when he on. You know, I mean, Julius Randle give it to anybody damn near in the NBA. We done seen it over the years. So I think with that rock, the way that they probably constructed that starting lineup, then you go to that bench with Cameron Payne, Kolek, we gonna be there, Deuce Bride, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Precious Achiuwa. I think that's right there. I think that's your whole, pretty much your starters and rotation players. And obviously, if you're gonna throw Jericho Sims in there, then we'll see. But I think they're pretty deep there, and I like the balance that they have in there. The first unit, I like the balance from the defense side of the ball, the offense side of the ball, rebound. But now you got Julius Randle back rebound the way he rebound, Rich Robinson rebound the way he rebound, and obviously you know Anunoby can get the rebound and all them too. So they pretty much got offense, defense, everything. I mean, there's nothing they don't have in there, you know. But then you go to the second unit, you got a bunch of shooters in there. Cameron Payne can knock it down. DiVincenzo can knock it down. Deuce Bride can knock it down, and even Josh Hart and Achiuwa can knock it down when they open, they wide open, they knock them down. So and their defense is special. I mean, all that whole second unit defense is, to me, got to be one of the best. Can be one of the best defense second units in the whole NBA. You think about Cameron Payne on ball pressure. You think about Deuce Bride, the way he pressure the ball, DiVincenzo, the way he pressure the ball, Josh Hart, the way he get down, rebounding and all that shit, and President Achiuwa defense, shot blocker, quality shot blocker, like you say. So they got a pretty balanced roster. They pretty good from 1 to 10. If they even get better, like we talking about shot power with Valanciunas possible and things of that nature. So they got a pretty stacked roster, man. What's your thoughts on it? How you like the way they constructed the roster this year, and what you looking forward to seeing? You think it's gonna work out this year?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that the lineup is pretty stacked, man, and it's not like you know, up and down the roster, You got you pretty much got Jalen Brunson with Kolick and Payne to back him up. Then you got Mikal Bridges, and then you got Devo and and Deuce to back him up. You got OG, then you got Josh Hart and Daddy A there to back him up. You got Julius Randle, you got Theop Bates, and for now Okiki. You know what I mean, to kind of back him up. And then you got Mitchell Robinson with Precious Achua and Jericho Sims. That's a pretty stacked lineup, man. You know, a backup to the backup to the backup. I mean, and it's a very, very strong way to start the season. And you know, who knows? You might see Jericho Sims in there with McCullough. I mean, with Tyler. I mean, Tyler is the big man whisper. You know what I mean? He likes driving down the lane and leading his big man to the basket. Jericho Sims jumps out the rim. The majority of Jericho Sims' points is dunking the basketball. So, you know, maybe they can, you know, get some connection together, something like that. You know, who knows how this roster is going to roll? And I think the way the roster is constructed now, hopefully Tom Thibodeau does go to this 9-10 man rotation and get teams out of the way quick so we can see Jericho Sims and Tyler in there together with Bates, Diao, and stuff like that. So we can see that third team really get out there and get some playing time on the court at the end of games when we got teams up by 25 or something like that. You know, in the fourth quarter, 6 minutes left, we up by 25, and maybe we can throw those third string players in there, the Tyler, the Kolicks and the Paynes with the Bates and Sims and stuff like that. Maybe we can see what that lineup can really get out there, because I'm you know, you talk about the starting five unit. You know what I mean? We really have to think about how they played when we had them all out on the court. And I mean, I you know, without Mitchell Robinson, but that January, you know what I mean, they were playing phenomenal, right? Was that January? They was playing phenomenal. So, you know, we could jump out to our first 20 games and we're 16-4. And I mean, you know, we're really gonna do well this year. You know what I mean? 16-4, you know, something like that. You know, and I think with the way the team plays, they won't have to play exhausting minutes. And I mean, minutes where we could save players for the next game and stuff like that. Because teams not going to really know what to do with us with, where I'm looking at it, with OG on the wing and with Mikal on the wing. You know what I mean? These two guys, I mean, you know, those two guys are going to make Julius Randle play better defense. You know what I mean? And that's going to be scary. You know what I mean? Because now every man is going to be matched up. And if you lead them to the basket, Mitchell Robinson ain't got to go jump all the way out to the 3-point land now. He ain't got to go all the way out there and try to defend the man at the 3-point line and none of that stuff no more. He cop himself right down there on top of the line so you don't get that 3-second defensive hold. I mean, three defensive 3-second down there and deter everybody like he usually do from driving to the basket. And I mean, and that's going to make it even better because the people that's going to be driving the opponent's players to the basket is going to be OG Anunoby and Mitchell and Mikal Bridges. So you got these two guys two very good defenders driving into another defender. It's going to make it real hard for teams this year, especially to figure out, you know, when it's the first time you're playing them for the season. And those two wing guys are going to really make that starting unit really, really elite, man. We may see this year 3, 4, 5 guys, you know, defensive player of the year, 6th man of the year, most valuable player. 2 players might make the all-star team. You know, 2 players might make we forget just a couple of years back, Mikal Bridges was in the running for player of the year. I mean, defensive player of the year. This guy is a defensive monster. He slacked off in Brooklyn last year because they made him the focus of being the offense. He's not going to be the focus of the offense now. His mid-range game is terrible. Oh my God, he will rip you. He do that little two-step, and if he's on the three-point line and you run at him, he's going to go right back by you and go right towards the basket and shoot that short jump shot. So does OG Anunoby. They do a lot of similar things, and I think the way that Julius Randle may not score 28, 26, 27 points this year, but I'm pretty sure that 5 assists that he had last year, giving it to the players that we have now, will surely be about 8. He's going to be a triple-double threat every game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's how I feel. I think he's going to be 22 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists. You know what I mean? Another all-star-ish type, all-NBA type year this year with the players that he got. But he's going to have more players around the perimeter that are going to be able to not. Everybody's going to be 40% around the perimeter. OG, Brunson, and Mikal, they're all about 40% around the three-point land. It's going to make it so much easier for Julius Randle when he gets double team. It's not like they're not going to try to double team him. And what's going to happen when they try to double team Brunson, or when they're going to try to double team Julius Randle? You got these wing players that can hit the three-point shot very effectively on the wings. Only thing you got to do is pick and pop. You go right around the thing, the double team comes, you kick it right out. And then if they come to him, you either hit it right to the basket or pass right to your man on your left-hand side and let him shoot the three-point shot.
Facts.
It's going to be spectacular this year. That's all I'm looking to wait. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, me and you both, man. I mean, they got so much stuff there. I want to bring this chat back up. Salute everybody in the chat too. Bully, my brother, what's popping? So Bully in the JW, my man. Salute everybody in the building, man, who watching. Thank y'all for checking out on a Friday night. Johnny Davis was good, my brother. Everybody, Fabian, Raymond, everybody. Salute you guys. Met the fans. I forgot the shots. I apologize for that. But reason I brought that chat up, hey JW, let me ask you a question. You got with the JB, Mikal, OG, Jules, and Mitch, that bench. I can't, at least from my perspective, do you think that Deuce McBride gets taken out of that backup, gets taken off that bench and don't get no minutes this year? What's your thought on that, JW? You know, because you got Cam, Dante, Josh R, Precious, and Sims. For the life of me, because of what Precious Chua done, not Precious Chua, with Deuce McBride did the last, especially last year. Do you think that he gets taken out of that rotation, Deuce McBride, after the past season? Give me your thoughts on that, my man. Because I was thinking was, I think I talked to Sean Powell earlier, was like, I think because of his defense tenacity, his skill set, his three-point shot, I think you could run Devo and him at the 2 and the 3. I don't even think it make it positionless basketball per se, like we always say. And depending on who that 3 matchup is, because Deuce McBride do have a long arm, he got a pretty long wingspan. But do you think Sean Powers? I can't see Tibbs taking him out of there, man. I really can't. I can't see Tibbs taking Deuce McBride, because Deuce McBride, to me, is damn near one of the X factors on that team because of his defense prowess and lately the way he's been scoring the basketball. So I just want to throw that out there, JW. Give me your thoughts on that, man. I think Deuce McBride gonna have a hell of a season. The man putting in work right now. Sean Powers, he's putting in work right now. He's doing what he's supposed to do to get his stuff back together. So I'm really looking forward to what he's gonna do this year, man. I think he got a spot in that rotation. Me personally, so we had to see how that goes. We had to see how it goes, but I think Jericho Sims might. I think they might run pressure to Chua at the 5, maybe. Like I would put Josh Hart at the 4, and still go with DiVincenzo, McBride, and Cameron Payne. I mean, that's a nasty defense squad.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things I was thinking about, they could run Jericho Sims and Precious, and then you got Deuce, Devo, and Josh Hart at 1, 2, and 3. You know what I mean? In their regular positions. And I mean, you can have Devo being a point guard, shooting guard. You can have Deuce McBride, point guard, shooting guard, and then you can have Josh Hart at the shooting guard, small forward, with Precious and Sims. You know what I mean? If you want to switch out 5 for 5, that could be a lethal second unit there too. You know what I mean? Or if you want to put Payne in there and take out Sims. You know what I mean? Let it be with, like you said, with Precious Achua being the center. That's a run and gun unit right there too. And a hard defensive. The two units that I just mentioned are both defensive-minded units. And if you remember from last year, Tibbs ran a smaller guard unit last year in his second unit. You know what I mean? And I forgot the exact stats, but Deuce McBride playing with certain players has given the plus minus a plus. Him and JB on the court together was a plus on that plus and minus side. Him with Devo and Josh Hart was a plus with him in that unit with them. You know what I mean? So, you know, he can be implemented so many different ways. And if he's not having a good night, then we can switch it up and see what Payne can do too. This team right now that we got a 10-man rotation, plus the next 5 men after that are going to be could be used too. Bates Diaw, and I mean another 6'7", 6'8" guy, 6'8", 7, 8, 9 guy, long arms to play with Tibbs before. You know he's going to be super hyped to be playing under Tibbs again and be playing in the Garden. You know what I mean? So it's another guy that we haven't even put into the roster, but another guy that could get out there, big body. Haven't got many minutes on the last team, but he's gonna want to, you know, he's gonna get with Brian and he's gonna get with Brian and Tibbs to get the foundation down together. It's gonna be so. It depends on what team we play and how we're gonna play the team that night. You know what I mean? How we're gonna finish the team off. If we play with the smaller lineup to blow a team out and run on them with the defense, or if we're gonna play with our shooters that have defense minded to them too. So the Knicks are defensive minded this year with backup to the backups, and I can't wait. It's no lineup that the Knicks can't achieve to put people out on the floor. If you want somebody that you want to go get lengthy, you got somebody on the other team that's linky and Josh Hart can't hold him. We can go get this base D out. We could go get Daddy A. You know what I mean? You know, we got guys on the bench that can come and play skilled defense against players that and try to shut them down. And I think that's going to be more of what the Knicks try to do this year, shut teams down. I don't think you're going to see too many teams get 115 points on the Knicks this year.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. We know it was interesting to me because I think this young man, you know, we always thought that Quentin Grimes was going to be. I think what my man had that Quentin Grimes don't have, and that's why Tibbs loved this guy. My man Deuce McBride got confidence, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
That motherfucker got confidence. That's what Quentin Grimes didn't have. You know, Deuce McBride is confident what he do. He ain't back. This kid go at it, and you can tell he don't hesitate with his shot. He let it fly. That mid-range game is starting to come around. Now he working on his handles. He's gonna be. I don't see them taking that guy out of there, man. I you know, what's interesting to me, like we said, this roster construction is so versatile. I didn't even mention the cat we just talked about was named Keita Bates Drop. I didn't even mention him. He didn't even rotation shot power. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's how deep this team is. You know, it's like guys like him might not even get no burn. You know, but I also believe guys like him and if that Valanciunas thing pop off, we'll talk about that another time. But if Washington willing to trade him, then you never know what might happen to some of these guys. You know what I mean? But from what I see, you know, this team is definitely stacked up, and there's no excuse for him. I'll put it like that there. Tibbs don't make excuses. I don't think Jalen Brunson make excuses. This is literally one of the deepest teams, I think, in the NBA. I do. You know what I mean? So we had the I think the roster construction they put together was good. The way the sacrificing that went on. I like the way the camaraderie is so good. Like it's like there's no me players there. You know, it's like, you know, there's no I and team type of players there, Shot Powers, you know what I mean? And they got guys who are willing to do the thing. Now you bring in DiVincenzo, who started most of the year, to the bench. Josh Hart, who started most of the year because the other guy got injured, back to the bench. And you bringing in Anunoby, you bringing in, like I said, Mikal Bridges. Now you bringing back a full season of Mitchell Robinson, hopefully. And we did all this the past year without these guys. You know what I mean? And if this team stays healthy, I think Leon Rose, from top to bottom, everybody involved with this big thing, constructed a roster to me that can give anybody business. And no matter who the Knicks play next year, you got a tough matchup, man. You got a tough out against the Knicks next year. So I'm really happy about what they did. And somebody asked a question earlier, and I still, to this day, ladies and gentlemen, I don't understand where Jacob Toppin at with the Knicks. I don't see him on a roster. I look at a lot of sites, you know, like, and I don't see his name up there. Like, if you look at right now on they got from what I'm seeing, and it's OG Anunoby, Randall, Brunson. I guess they're going by how much money they make too, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they're doing here. What happened there? Oh, excuse me. I don't know what happened that. Chappelle, you see me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can't see nobody on this. Oh, I know what it is. I'm sorry. There you go. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for that. Here we go. I hit the wrong button. If you look at this thing right now, they got Anunoby, Randall, Brunson, McHale, Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson. The good thing, they break it down dollar-wise too, ladies and gentlemen. Mitchell Robinson, DiVincenzo, Malvin Bride, Keita Bates-Drop, Jericho Sims, Cameron Payne, Daddier, Ariel, and Colin. And that is literally 1, 2, 3,
15.
4. Yeah, I didn't see Jacob Toppin and a lot of sites. I didn't even see him on a two-way thing. Is he still, you know? So I'm really interested to see about what's going on with Jacob Toppin, because I didn't see too much about him, man. I was like,
yeah, only one I seen on the second on the two-way is Hakori. Hakori.
Yeah, Hakori.
Yeah, I think he's the only one on the two-way right now. Jacob probably might get the two-way, and I believe that they may give the other two-way to Junior, McCullough Jr.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he might get that other two-way so he could get in there and get himself back right in that two-way league. So I think that'll be how that's how they'll have their 18-man roster right there. I think that's what I would do. You know what I mean? You put a center in there, you put a power forward in there, and you put a quasi guard into your three-way contracts. I mean, into your two-way contracts. I think those are the three guys. You know, by the time the season starts, those will be the three guys that's on your two-way contracts, and you know, and they go from there.
Okay, yeah, it's interesting to see, because he was one guy that he was, you know, he obviously was a summer league. In the last couple of games, he didn't play Jacob Toppin because of his foot injury, I guess, whatever. But I have to see there been not a lot of blogs about him being part of at least his salary wise. So he must only even got a guarantee or something like that, for all I know. But you know, Knicks gonna keep moving. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. I hope he come out like Jacob Toppin. I thought he gonna be, but that's the type of guy we born in here, like him too. Like Drop, he's the type of Jacob Toppin type of guy. I mean, you know, you got Daddy, Jacob Toppin type guy. My man Dwayne Washington, playing overseas. He signed the other day.
Israel, something like that, right? Then he go with Jacob, not Jacob. What's this guy? The our stash piece that came over for the summer league. Jokibitis.
I'm not sure
where
he went.
You don't know where he went? All right.
I think he went to somewhere like one of the more European type of cities.
Well, he'll make some money over there. He ain't gonna go broke. He definitely ain't gonna go broke. He's gonna go over there and make some money.
JW said Knicks had one roster post and two ways left. Okay, so yeah, that meant somebody battle out for that. But ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the way this team presently constructed, what do y'all think Knicks end up this year? You know, I'm not gonna front. Philly did the damn thing as far as free agency. They did the damn thing. They brought in some good ass pieces to go around Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. I don't even talk about only Paul George. I think Eric Gordon is underrated. I mean, you know, they signed my man. They got better. They definitely got
the light skinned dude.
Yeah, Oubre. They signed him back. They brought in man. They got a load of roster, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you. So you know, Boston gonna be formidable. They're gonna be who they are. You know what I mean? I think and Giannis and them comes back. I think him and Dame them get it going this year. The injuries set them off, and that's why I do think that Pacers team not gonna be where it's gonna be at like last year. Shot Powell. I think that remember that year Atlanta had that run where they went.
Mm-hmm.
I got to me. That's just my pro opinion. I think that might be the Pacers, and the reason why I say that because the Knicks wasn't healthy, Philly wasn't healthy, Milwaukee wasn't healthy, and every team they played, they was minus a lot of their good players. Like they beat us without Anunoby, Randall, Robinson,
the whole starting unit.
yeah. And then Philly didn't have what they had, and they got loaded more. Then you think about it, Giannis didn't play at the end of their series. Dame didn't play. So they ran across a lot of teams who was unfortunately injured. So I do think that, and they didn't really make no major step this year in free agency. They signed Siakam. They gave Obi Toppin his money. They gave a non-guaranteed Wiseman and them guys. So let's see. But for the power ranking, I still got the way we are constructed. I got the Knicks in the top 3. And listen, you can't even count on Miami. They got a lot of guys coming back who was injured too. You know what I mean? So they didn't make no major trades or free agent signings, but they still going to be healthy coming into the season. So you can never count them out. Orlando got a little better. Got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They got a little better. They signed them the Wagner boys back. So, it's the East going to be pretty lit. But I like where we at as a team, and I definitely got the Knicks in the top 3. I definitely got us in the top 3. You know what I mean? Because I do think that our roster is so balanced and so versatile. Whereas, see, when we go up against teams like Boston and Philly and guys like that, we got literally guys on our team who could stop some of them dudes. You know what I mean? Shot Powell's we know Paul George could drop 40 on somebody, but when you play the Knicks, he playing against Anunoby. That's different than playing against the average Joe in the NBA on any given night, I'm saying. So at least when Philly got to play the Knicks, he got to be guarded by Anunoby, or he got to be guarded by this guy, whatever. Or what's my name? Tyrese Maxey might got to be guarded by Mikal Bridges with them long ass arms, whatever. I'm just saying, and we know how Mitchell Robinson plays Joel Embiid, plays them pretty tough because they 2 big men down in the paint. He plays my man good. So I think the Knicks, because of the way they are built, I got them in the top 3 easy. And we'll see how it goes. But it's gonna be the NBA gonna be lit this year. The Eastern Conference gonna be tough. But I do got the Knicks in there, and my power ranking is the top 3 for sure.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Devon. I think we're definitely top 3, and I want to express this point. You know what I mean? Because I even had them in trades this year, but I want this to be said. Let's hope for Mitchell Robinson to have a healthy year than the hope that he's going to succumb to being injured again another year. Because a healthier Mitchell Robinson brings us farther and farther closer to 57 wins, because that's where I think we're going to be. I think we're going to be somewhere from 53 to 57 wins this year. You know what I mean? So let's hope that Mitchell Robinson stays more healthy, because a more healthier Mitchell Robinson will give us closer to that 57 win mark. You know what I mean? And let's stop hoping that. I know the cards has been read and out of the last couple of years over the averages, if you average up all the time and all that stuff. But let's hope this is one of the years that he had 3 years ago when he signed for the Knicks with that contract that he got now and played 72 games or 70 games. I don't remember. I think it was like 72 games. Let's hope that we have a Mitchell Robinson 61 games, 62 games this year, plus a solid Mitchell Robinson in the playoffs. That's going to change the whole dynamic, the whole diagram of how Knicks are going to be played this year. A healthier Mitchell Robinson with more games on the court makes us a more deadly team, I believe. You know what I mean? Because the 2 wings that we got are going to be great defenders, and they're going to push the guys going to the rim. And now Mitchell Robinson doesn't have to step out to the 3-point land. He doesn't have to step up by himself when Jalen Brunson get broke down by his defender and stuff like that as much. And with him stepping up, when he does, we have players that can come back there and still defend the rim and still grab rebounds if Mitchell Robinson has to step up. I don't think you see Mitchell Robinson stepping out to the 3-point land to defend players much this year at all. Or off of all switches, it's either going to be OG Anunoby or Mikal Bridges. You know what I mean? And even if the switch is with Julius Randle, I believe that Julius Randle is going to have a way better year this year defensively because of the players they're just going to have around him. So you're going to see him a little bit more with the defense that we seen in stints last year, but I think it's going to be more, not so much in stints this year. I think it's going to be more concurrent this year. I think he's going to have it more consecutive games of having great defensive with less turnovers and stuff like that because of the team that he's going to have around him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Listen, the reason why I got the Knicks in the top 3, but let me make no mistake about it. I got the Knicks damn about to win the whole thing. Let's not get it twisted now. I'm just talking about as the way we are presently constructed right now, not what happened another month from now. The way the Knicks is presently constructed, I definitely got them in the top 3. I'm just going to throw that out there, just throw it out there. But I got the Knicks going to the finals. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. I think this team is that damn good. This team is loaded, bro. I mean, because you got, like I said, you got a lot of teams who started heavy, but their benches is not good. Or you know what I mean? The Knicks is literally starter heavy and bench heavy. You know what I mean? It's like they got like DiVincenzo could start on anybody team right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Josh Hart could start on anybody team. You know what I mean? And I think that's truth enough to say. So with that starting lineup with DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, I mean, you got like 7 guys literally counting our starting unit that could start on any team. So they're a pretty deep team, and they constructed real well. And like I said, I didn't even count in the drop and all them guys. And Daddy and them, they're not gonna see. I'm not even expecting them to even see any time. But I like he's gonna be good for the future for us. I like Daddy in game. I hope he keep working because right now he probably putting in work too. But yeah, I think definitely Shop House we could be in the top 3. I think it's Boston. I think it's gonna be Boston, Philly. I'm not talking about any order. I'm just about 4 dominant teams. I think they'll be Boston, Philly, Knicks, and Milwaukee Bucks. I think they're gonna be the 4 creme de la creme teams. And I think anything down there probably gonna be between the Miami Heat, Orlando Magic, Indiana Pacers, guys like that. They'll be from that 5th down. But I think that 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's the Knicks, Boston, Philly, Milwaukee. I think they're gonna be the 4 tougher teams in the East this year. And so I'm really, really looking forward to this season, man. I can't wait till it get popping. I think it's gonna be fun and all that good stuff, man. So we had to see how it goes. And we still got maybe something can happen between now and training camp, whatever the case may be. We'll see. But we go into the season with the team we have now. I think we're a pretty lit team. I mean, we deep, and hopefully we can stay healthy. It's gonna be the most important thing is that everybody stay healthy. They stay on and be able to contribute to the team. If everybody coming in healthy, tough team. I'm excited about this season. I think this team is going to do a lot of good things, man. I mean, we got one of the upcoming superstars in the game. We already got a guy who done proven himself as an all-star, all-NBA. We got guys who just can play basketball. They just know how to play. You know, we can't forget about the coach who did a hell of a job since he's been here 4 years, three playoff appearances. We got the right side, and then we're not too old, we're not too young. We right there in the middle. You know what I mean? Where you want to be. We don't got nobody over 30, really. We ain't got nobody kicking under a certain age. So we got a balanced roster from that mid-range from like 23, 24 up to 30, 29. And we got a pretty good team. Let's hope we can stay healthy. We'll see how it goes, man. But I'm looking forward to it, man. Let's get into this year and get it popping because I think it's going to be pretty good. On that note, man, we're going to get out here in a few minutes and pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen, we just want to get in here tonight, let y'all know we still in the building, you know what I mean? So, we're going to just try to come and keep it good. But I'm looking forward to the season, ladies and gentlemen. We got some new things. We will be retiring. We outside this year. I got the new fire coming off. We hit different. That's going to be the new theme for this year. We hit different. I got the new bars, everything, the tracks, everything is working out good. Me and Shop House got some new things popping off. So y'all just stay in the flux. If you don't see us for a while, don't unsubscribe. I mean, we just trying to work for the season because next thing you know, September be here, be training camp. Next thing you know, before you know it, be time to rock and roll in October, man. But we be out here, man. We always outside. You know what I mean? We'll be out here, man.
Right.
And like I said, we will be looking, trying to get up there on with the roommate. I want to let y'all guys know about that. The roommate podcast with Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart. They're going to be live in Central Park. I think it's September the 7th. If you guys happen to be in the area, if you guys happen to be in New York City, y'all come through, look for me and Shaw Power. I want to get the chat and all the guys that I know who know us in the video for it could be in a promo for the intro to the show. So if you guys happen to be in there, man, y'all look for us, man. We'll get this thing orchestrated and everything like that. Me and Shaw Power really want to get this, get y'all in this promo for the show. Because like I said, without you guys, there really ain't no Knicks Real Talk. Guys always blessing us on when y'all can to come on the show and represent with us, man. So I want to make sure that y'all keep that in mind, man. So y'all look for that podcast, Jalen Brunson podcast, and I will be flying up in the building, man. I'm gonna be up in there heavy. I'm gonna go hard. Me and Shaw Powell and get it popping. So let's see how it go, man. And all that good stuff, man. And other than that, man, Shaw Powell, man, give me your last word, man. And we get up out of here and all that good stuff. Nick 100, what's popping, man? I'm sorry I came a little late, man. We about to get out, but yeah, KNICKS, man. We'll see what's happening with him. Nick 100. He got a chance to go into training camp and make a name for himself. That's why I said it's so interesting. We would talk about all this that with him, Drop. It's just like the Knicks is pretty stacked with that roster, man. So there's gonna be some battling going on in training camp. I'm looking forward to that, man. I wish I could be one of them cats up in that piece because training camp gonna be pretty special. And I think they're going down to Charleston this year and all that, some parts of it. But obviously they be in Tarrytown doing what they're doing. But it's gonna be interesting, man. Let's see how it goes. See how it get down.
Yeah, man. Salute to you, Divine, as always, man. Thanks for giving me a call when I was knocked out, laying around here like, you know what I mean? And I like the mass pick that we came on with, man. That was real hype. Salute to the family in the chat. You know what I mean? Like Divine said, man, we here, we outside. We're gonna try to at least come on at least once a week just to say what's up, throw some stuff out there. Every week something changes. It may be a little slow down now, but let's see what happens. The Knicks, looks like they pretty much got what they're going to roll with into the season. And before you know it, it'll be beginning of October, and there'll be preseason games, and they'll be back into back in the arena doing their thing and getting themselves together and getting ready for the season. And so will we. So with that being said, salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Yeah. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Hey, Nick 100, man. Let's hope now. Let's see how they're gonna. I think both of them can make the roster. Let's see. It's gonna be interesting in training camp, man. But hold that thought, man. Real talk, man. And next week we get in, we talk about it, Nick 100 and all that good stuff, man. Nick's got a pretty solid roster down there, like we said earlier. I'm looking forward to the season and all that good stuff, man. But until then, man, y'all enjoy the rest of the summer. We'll see y'all next week sometime. We get something popping off. But y'all just stay safe out there, man, and keep enjoying your summer and all that good stuff, man. And we in the building, man. We ain't going nowhere. We be here. You know how we do. Divine, Shaw Power, the chat. Y'all enjoy your night. And we see you brothers on the next episode, man. We out. Peace. Shaw, talk to you.
You're ready.
All right. We
Knicks fans, yo, we coming hard.
It's time for Knicks Real Talk High. Been going live on a televised or on blue skies with we. On that Friday night, the Knicks with our Knicks constituents lift the ultra trip. That's that Knick orange and blue. I'm what you knew. It's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. We stand on business. This Real Talk brand. You know we in the we. And the streets of Manhattan. Keeping the action. Keeping the people reacting. Leading up to Knicks and he's getting it cracked. Cause it's game time. We in the world most famous. We see the Knicks lock your team up. I be stirring just like a subpoena. You know the Knicks fan. We feeling real giddy and litty. New York City gritty committed to beat the city by 50. We're about to get me a nice cipher with a smart quarter on ice. For a few bucks in the quarter to pay the order with my smart to the right. We got them getting it popping in the Apple Watch. Let the home, let the partner stopping on the Apple Watch. It's Knicks Real Talk. The team streaming on YouTube.com. We got two dudes doing good moves spot on, dropping them bombs. When the cop got a spot, dropping some of the hottest Knick content that's up in your head. Enough said, upstairs leaving the guard after they done got their bag. Looks like a cab to fly back to the triad, no jet lag.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing with my peoples right here.
We outside.